What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how to actually make money really fast and easily in GTA Online. So I know a lot of you guys don't have all the money I do show off in these videos. As you can see, I did spend over 30 million on this garage. I have 3 separate garage stories, all of them are full with cars nearly, but a lot of you guys are wondering, how do I actually make all this money, especially the people who are new to GTA Online or the people who are just coming back for the new content. And you'll be happy to know that because there's so much new content, there's actually so many different ways to make money. So I'm going to be showing you all of the ones that I know of and all of the ones that I've actually been using to my advantage today to actually make money. So right now we're up here on the CEO tower. I'm just going to be going over a few methods on how you can actually make money, because currently I don't really have much money. I'm on 315k along with the 71 in my inventory, but a lot of you guys may know that I have spent $30 million in the most recent spending spree video, and I also dropped around $60 million on everything else that I have. So I have literally been around 90 to 100 million on this character, so I have made absolutely tons of money. I've only been on this character only a few months really, and I made the bulk of most of the money recently in the recent updates, so I do know how to get rich and I do have experience to tell you these tips. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time, we're going to jump into the methods. The first method is double money events. So a lot of you guys know that basically Rockstar will come out with different events each patch or each couple of weeks. Basically they'll release a statement. If you launch GTA and you don't go on the online mode straight away, you'll be on the main menu and it'll tell you if there's a double money event. So it'll say if races are double money events, it'll say that certain other things are double money events, and it'll give you what is the current double money event. Also, Rockstar will basically email you every time they have an event on like this. Most of the time these are races, sometimes they're like transform races, and sometimes they're missions, like the versus modes, and they will let you know when all of these are on. But basically what they'll do is they'll not only double your money, but most of the time they'll double or triple the amount of RP you get. So if you're looking to level up or unlock challenges and actually just get unlocks in general, most of these events you have to do anyway, so the fact that you can actually do them for double money or double RP is absolutely perfect. So that's just a great money and RP making method. The only downside to this method though is this is great if you're buying small things, but unless you're continuously playing this during the whole duration of the event, you're not really going to get too much money out of this. You're definitely going to get a lot more than you would usually, but you're not going to get any crazy amounts like 30 million or anything. But it's always a great method just to boost your money, especially because it's something to do with friends anyway, so it's really useful. So the next thing is Heist. Now Heist is the big thing. Heist is like the obvious thing that most of you guys will already know about, so it's not really that much of a big deal for me to mention. It's not a secret method. But the great thing about Heists is there's so many different heists in the game that you can complete, so many that you can unlock, and there's so many that they keep adding in new updates, and that's what's so great about it. And also what's so great is all of the old heists still give you loads of money. So most heists will give you anywhere from like 25k or 50k up to like 150k for all the setup missions, and then the main heist can give you anywhere from like 250k up to like $1 million for the final heist mission. So absolutely crazy the potential of money you can get from heists, especially the newer heists like the Doomsday heist and a lot of the other heists. Now there is actually other methods you can use in heists to make more money, but I'm not going to be mentioning those. Just playing the heist in general is really good. The only downside is you're actually going to need friends for this. A lot of the newest heists you can actually play with up to 2 to 3 people instead of 4, so you can kind of get away with playing that with only a few friends, although it does increase the difficulty greatly by just playing with a few players. The downside is though, for a lot of the old heists, is you will need 4 players, so if you don't have a dedicated friend group for that, you're going to be playing with a lot of randoms, and the only downside is a lot of these randoms either fail the missions a lot, or they fail the missions then leave and then it ruins and cancels the whole heist, or they just troll or use mods to try and destroy your experience. So it's a really bad experience playing with 90% of the randoms in heists, but if you can get your own friend group or even play some of the newer heists with only a few players, you can actually be making potentially loads of money and up to a few million. So definitely a great method there guys. Like I said before though, one thing I would recommend is playing the Doomsday heist, because you can make anywhere from like 400 to 500k per hour of doing this, just from doing the normal missions and setups and up to the final heist. We're currently doing the Doomsday right now. We've nearly finished part 2 I think, or maybe we've nearly finished the final part 3. But the Doomsday is basically split into 3 different parts. So you've got part 1, part 2 and 3. Each of them requires different setup missions and then a different finale, and they can make you a lot of money, guys. It might take you a while to complete the setups because a lot of them do require certain things, but you can have the potential to make a lot of money, and I know that I've already been making a lot of money from these methods. So definitely try the Doomsday out because it's, I think, the newest heist at this point, and because it's the newest heist, it gives you the most money. The next method is actually cargo. You can have special cargo, you can have vehicle cargo, you can have air freight cargo. All of these fall into the different methods that you can use via the warehouse or the hangars and things like this. Most of these can gain you upwards of like 100 to 300k per hour. So transporting all of the different cargoes in the forms of vehicle cargo, the air freight cargo, which I think is the hangar, and different types of cargo will net you a lot of money, guys. So I would recommend buying a lot of the newest buildings. Basically, another method is just investing in properties, because a lot of the properties for different methods actually allow you to earn money in different ways. So there is hangars in the game which have their own missions, like we mentioned with cargo. You've got the nightclubs. You've got so many different things that you can actually be earning money in the game, and they all, obviously they keep adding them in each new update. So basically just owning all the properties in the game will unlock different potentials to actually make more money. The next one is actually the motorcycle clubs. So the motorcycle clubs you can actually purchase by owning a clubhouse. I'm not really sure how much money potential you can actually make from these. They're not really as much of a heist, definitely. Each mission will earn you around 25,000, and you can do these with, I think, up to like 4 friends. I'm not sure if there's a limit on the amount of people you can play them with, but you can play them with a lot of different friends. And I think there's like 5 different missions on the board inside the clubhouse per time, so you can actually play a lot of different missions, but they will gain you around 25k each. And another thing is you can actually own different facilities along with the clubhouse. So you can own different narcotics labs and different farms and things which can earn you further money. I haven't tried doing these other facilities, but I do have a motorcycle club. Back before I knew a lot of the new popular methods, I was just using motorcycle club missions just to earn a bit of money. But like I said, 25k per time isn't really going to make you afford a lot of the more expensive vehicles, because nowadays most of the vehicles are like a few million to buy, which is absolutely crazy. But if you do want a bit of money or just some money to upgrade cars, then the motorcycle club missions can be really beneficial. Another method is actually using the SecuroServe. So basically SecuroServe is part of the VIP setup. Basically, if you're a VIP or a CEO and you own your own CEO building, you can use something called SecuroServe, which is actually on your phone. You'll probably know what it is. And you can invite different people into your CEO business, and basically if people join, you can invite them to SecuroServe server, and this allows them to actually be your bodyguards, and it will automatically pay them around 5k each hour, or 5k each time, or 8k each time. It's really dependent on how many times the CEO dies and how much you actually protect them, but it's a good way to earn passive money. And then along with that, you can also do the CEO work. So obviously the CEO can start certain jobs or events, and a lot of these events, other players on the server will be able to stop you from doing them, which is kind of the downside, so they can ruin the whole money making process. But there's certain other things you can do, like making your organization go off the radar and go invisible so people can't ruin your missions. But there's a lot of different potentials here. The people who are actually the VIPs, which is the CEO themselves, they obviously earn money from the missions, and then the people who are protecting them in the SecuroServe as bodyguards earn passive money from just being bodyguards. So it's a good way to earn passive money each hour, and you can probably earn from like 100 to 150k each hour from doing this passively. I'm not sure if that's along with the actual work itself or just the passive money, but it's a really good method basically for both parties to make money. The only downside to this is obviously the bodyguards aren't going to be making as much money as the CEO, because the CEO has obviously purchased the CEO building, which cost them like a few million, so they're going to be making the bulk of the money, and they're going to be making most of the money from the missions, but you can still make good passive money as a VIP bodyguard. The last tip I'm going to be giving is actually races. You can do loads of different races now. You can do time trial races, you can do transform races, which is where like your car can transform into a boat and then a plane. And there's so many different races you can do. There's so many different styles of races: off-road races, bike races, non-contact races. It really depends. There's so many different styles of races, and all these races give different amounts of money. The only downside for money though on races is you have to have a high placement, because if you don't come near the top in a race, you're not really going to make much money from it. But they are really fun because they also have other perks. So if you do races, you can also unlock a lot of the attachments for vehicles and a lot of the vehicle parts which you need when you're customizing them in LS Customs. So you do unlock vehicle unlocks from there, which is really important if you want to make your vehicle go faster, if you want to make it look better. And also you do level up with RP, so it's a great way to level up. It's a good way to make passive money by just having fun with your friends, and also you get vehicle unlocks. I would recommend though, probably the best methods on this list is either being a CEO yourself or probably doing heist missions if you want to earn the most money, but races can always be fun as well, like the mini games before. The final method I will mention is glitches and modding. I really wouldn't recommend doing modding because it's going to get you banned. And as for glitches, you probably won't get banned, but most of the glitches do end up getting patched, and a lot of them do take more effort than what it's worth. I haven't personally done any glitches because I think, like I said, it takes so much effort, and a lot of them are really confusing, and sometimes they might work and then sometimes they might not work. But like I said, a lot of glitches can make you a lot of money, and most of the time people who do the glitches don't get banned because obviously it's Rockstar's fault. But I really recommend not exploiting glitches or modding if you don't want to get banned. But if you are willing to take the risk, I know a lot of people do make a lot of money from these methods. So if any of these methods helped you on making money, do subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let me know in the comments below what kind of GTA videos you want, and thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.
Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me, that's a sin. I won't tell a sack up. Punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and get a whole crew will act up.